Does music theory hinder creativity? Yes. I mean, no, it doesn't. No. Anything can provoke the imaginations of creative people. I'll often hear the paradox of something like,
I'm inspired by everything.
yet,
Music theory steals my creativity.
really? If you're a creative person, then you would be able to use the power of music theory to your advantage. The ideas and systems themselves in music theory can be inspirational. Every new bit of theory learned can be thought of as an extension to your instrument or compositional skills. How do you define music theory? Oxford Dictionary defines theory as a system of ideas intended to explain something. Simple enough, right? For me, I think of music theory as the ideas and practices of how music is made and an explanation of the potential of music. Plus, I like Wikipedia's note on the subject. Music theory is frequently concerned with describing how musicians and composers make music. Many people who say that they don't like music theory might have a narrow definition of the term. Perhaps when they hear the word music theory, flashes of music textbooks go through their heads, boring lectures on how harmony functions, or maybe some old guy in black glasses telling them not to play certain notes and certain chords. But theory is such a broad term that there are so many ways to go about it. So, obviously, theory can be applied to any kind of music in any system you prefer. It's not only from some
dorky know-it-all imagination destroying music teacher.
If you're having trouble writing music, or you feel that you, or everyone else for that matter, sounds the same, it's not the fault of music theory. Of course, there is the problem of musicians falling into dangerous habits, spending more time on theory and technique than on simply being a creative person. Don't want to study theory for whatever reason?
Wonderful!
In fact, I encourage it. You don't need theory to play or write all kinds of music. I'm just here right now to express my opinion that when used creatively, theory will not hinder the imagination. I look at it this way, alright? Every style of music has its own set of rules. Those rules are what make the style what it is. If you want to play or write like those styles, then learn about the rules that make up what they are. Let's look at it differently. If you want to make a specific food dish, then you'll be best to follow the recipe, right? Do it enough until you're satisfied with the food. Then, later, start mixing things up a bit with the recipe. But don't forget to leave time to experiment and get creative with your cooking. And use what you have learned from other recipes. That's pretty much what I hope this channel is about anyway. Alright, going back to music. You could perceive theory as the building blocks that help make music sound a certain way. If you're curious about how a style works, then investigate the rules. Progressive rock, modern jazz, troubadour songs, hip-hop production, show tunes, they all have their own rules, their theory. You want to make up a truly original, never before heard of sound? Right on! Create your own rules, and make sure to send me some of that music. What other kinds of music uses theory? How about some harsh glitch noise? Well, you better get acquainted with DIY instruments and machinery, circuitry, or sound applications. How about drone improv? Well, get to meditating to the sounds of singing bowls and ocean waves every morning. Maybe a little John Cage water walk type theater piece. You could start by investigating the early works of David Tudor, who Cage said was the inspiration for that piece. Perhaps you're looking to recreate the sounds of the movements of gushing winds in a long hallway. No doubt a decent grasp of acoustics would help you out there. So every music has its own theory.
But I just want to jam out, man. You know, just feel the music.
Great! I love jamming out as well. There's always so much to do with music.
And what about that amazing famous guitar player who insisted that he doesn't know a lick of theory?
Good for him! You're free to abandon theory if you feel it's best for you to do so. But then there's always the beautiful world of creative ignorance. Those who have created such beautiful music by using their lack of knowledge to their benefit, sometimes without even realizing it. Some interesting stuff coming up, so don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, all that, and I'll see you next time at Not Right Music.